I'm moving out. Seriously, I'm moving out. And I'm gonna live in Seoul alone. What? I know this is like a big change in my life. And you know I'm living with my parents, and I've lived with my parents for 30 years. Is it 30 years? Anyways, entire life in the city Incheon. So Incheon is kind of different from Seoul. So Incheon is more like relaxed and it's by the sea. So we have the chill vibe. So I really like Incheon. That's why I love Incheon. Actually, I've never thought about living in Seoul because it's too crowded. There are so many people and traffic jam. So I was like, why do I want to live there? And anyways, it's expensive living there. So I was like, okay, that's not my thing. But recently I read a book and they said, okay, so if you want to become successful in your business or in your life and you want to make money, then you have to actually go there. The environment changes you. And actually it makes sense. I've been wasting a lot of my time and energy because from Incheon to Seoul, it takes around like 2 hours and then coming back. So total combined is like 4 hours or 5 hours. I'm wasting this time. Also, when I come back from Seoul, then I'm like, oh my god, I'm so exhausted. I cannot do anything. I felt like that. So I think it's much better living in Seoul right now in my situation because right now I'm looking for a job. And also, yeah, I am actually working on this and that right now. So yeah, that's why I decided to live in Seoul. So I've been thinking and I wanted to live in, there was actually no option. If I have lots of money, then of course I'm gonna live in like a big apartment with like 3 rooms or 4 rooms. But you know, this is just my beginning, you know? So I'm just starting this journey. So I don't want to start big and waste a lot of money because the rent, rent is just like spending money. You are just wasting your money. So I really don't want to spend too much money for the rent. So for me, there was only one option. That is 1 room and officetel. In Korea, we say 1 room. So it can be like villa or apartment, just anywhere, but just like basically it's a studio. Officetel is like a combined word. So office, yeah, an office and a hotel. So it's like officetel. So you can actually live here for your residential purpose or for your, business purpose. Well, there are many these websites where you can get your own house and you can actually see how much they are and you can see the inside, the photos and the videos. Yeah, so it's actually great, but the thing is that there are a lot of scams. Yeah, so if they want to attract the customers, then they just post something nice with like amazing price and they're like, okay, we are selling this, but if you actually go there, they're gonna be like, I'm sorry, that one is sold. Instead, I'm gonna just introduce some other places. But if you use Naver 부동산, there is no chance. Well, maybe a little chance, but not too much. So this is reliable. So I used that one and I just wanted to see by the region how much they are because, the price range is different. For example, if you're gonna live in Gangnam or like Hongdae, then the price, they're gonna be like high because a lot of people, they prefer living there. But if you're gonna live in like suburb area, then the price is gonna be so different, right? So my ideal budget was 1,000만 won for my deposit and 70만 won for the rent. Well, actually if the deposit is high and if my rent is small, then that is much better, of course. But there is not that many options for that, so it's really hard to find these things. So I used 4 different real estate agency and I felt a little bit sorry, but you have to do that because you have to see all the different places because you're gonna live in there like for 1 year or 2 years, right? I feel like rather than just looking through the web, I think it's much better just directly going there and then just asking them. I felt like, wow, it's very small. Because I used to live in like a big house in Incheon, with my parents. But this one, wow, Seoul, wow, are you kidding me? But still, it was very new. I am the first one who's using everything there. So everything is so new, very clean, and most of all, they have like a big window. That is something very, very important for me because the sunlight, the natural sunlight, it affects my mood and the day and everything. And even my YouTube, the quality of my YouTube videos. I am right now I'm using my lightings, but I prefer natural light. So like big window and natural light and the sunshine, that is something very important for me. And that one was like, wow, wow. I was screaming like, wow, okay, woo, yes. And another one, I prefer an officetel with a loft. I want to separate my bedroom, area from my cooking area and working area. So I was like, I don't want to sleep and eat and poop and just do everything in one place. I don't want to do that. And high floor, that's really important for me. I am very sensitive with the noise, especially when I film something. So yeah, I really don't want to fight with anybody. So I was like, yes, I love here so much. And the tone, everything like woody and the white tone, everything was so aesthetic. So I was like, yes, this is for me. Whoever designed this place, yeah, you did a great job. So I was like, wow, this is great. And so how much is it? So it was 500만 원 for deposit and 70만 원 for rent. So I was very surprised, like, what? 500만 원 only for deposit? What? And also I love that there are so many drawings. So I can put my clothes or whatever because I have a lot of stuff. But guys, I'm gonna be a minimalist from now on. And it was right next to the station, subway station. So it was perfect because I'm gonna use public transportation even though I have my driver's license because, if I drive, then something is gonna happen. So just for world peace, I'm not gonna drive. So, and you don't wanna actually drive in Seoul because of traffic jam and the violence and the fight. So yeah, no thanks. Well, the size was similar, it was clean, I like that, but just one thing, I really didn't like that red color. Why? Why did you have to put that red color? Why is that? And the natural sunlight too. Yeah, it was facing like north part, so it was kind of like, I felt very gloomy. They also have a desk, so I can actually use it. But I actually didn't like it either, so and it was right next to the big road, so it could be kind of noisy, so I didn't really like that part either. The building was amazing, so when I went inside, I was like, whoa, the location is amazing. It's right next to the station, and it's really huge, and a lot of people there living there already, and the security was amazing. So you have to have a card. If you don't have a card, then you cannot go inside of the building. And even on the elevator, if you don't have that card, then you cannot go upstairs. So yeah, if you lose it, then you cannot go inside. That is like, I don't know if it's a good thing because I always lose so many things. So most of all, the deposit was 1,000만 원, but the monthly rent was only 57만 원. Yeah, so I was like, what? Why is it so cheap compared to other places? I was wondering. And then I opened the door and then I was like, whoa, no, that's not my place. No. Just no. So it was just too small for me. It was right next to the big road, so it was kind of noisy. The top floor was 18th floor, but this one was 3rd floor. So yeah, it'll be very noisy and I don't like it. So I passed it. I was like, no. Okay, for this one, I actually misunderstood that they have a loft, but they didn't have it. And actually a person was living there, so I couldn't actually film it, so I'm sorry about that. I have no footage. So I went there and the location, it was actually very nice because the big mart was right next to here and all the convenience store and Starbucks, everything was like right next to here. The location was amazing, but when I went inside, I was like, okay, what is going on? Yeah, a person was living there and is it like shamanism or a kind of myth? Yeah, they were like full of full of weird stuff. I cannot just say it. Like weird stuff like these things. Yeah. So I was kind of scared, like, what is this place? I wanted to run away from there. So I was like, no thanks, no thanks. No, this is definitely not my thing. And this is small and very old, so I don't like it. Okay, so the last one. Oh, when I saw it, I was like, wow, it's huge. I can even swim here. Well, you're gonna say like it's small. But compared to other places, this one was huge. Yeah, the size was big and it had a loft and their deposit was 1,000만 won and their rent was 70만 won. So yeah, the money is ideal for me. And most of all, they had the convenience store in the building, in the same building. So I was like, yay, I can buy so many things there. I can eat so many things. Yeah, so I was happy about it. But then I saw it. Some weird marks here and there. They were just so filthy. Especially the fridge and the restroom. I was like, nope, I cannot cook here. I cannot pee here. I cannot just poop here. I cannot do anything here. Yeah, but the good thing is that they had like big windows and they were like 2 big windows. So I was like, yeah, wow, that's amazing. Yeah, it's huge and the big windows. But again, no sunlight. They have big windows, but no natural light because it's facing the north. So there's no meaning even if you have 2 windows. But at the time I was like, wow, it's really huge. So maybe I can, you know, bring so many stuff and I can do this and that. One big disappointment was that it was kind of far from the station. Yeah, it was kind of far. By walking, it takes around like 7 minutes. Maybe you're gonna say, that's close. You're gonna say, that's nothing. But when you're so tired after work, when you're exhausted, that's like, it takes forever. It takes forever. By walking, I don't wanna do that. I don't wanna do that. So I was thinking and I was talking with my parents and I decided to move to the first place. When I just saw the first one, I was like, oh my God, you are my love. Oh my God, you are my place. You inspire me. I can create something there. I can just imagine me cooking and, you know, taking a shower and making videos. I could imagine just so many things there. And just think about it, the deposit was so small. So I was like, yeah, why not? So I'm very excited. So I'm gonna move there next week, everybody. So it's like, I was not actually planning this, but it just suddenly happened. So I'm just going there next week. And my parents are like, wow, so you are actually moving next week. And my sister is so sad right now. She's texting me like, Gina, I'm so sad that you are living here. And I'm gonna share my journey with you guys. Like decorating my room, interior, and like cooking there, and just so many things. Yeah, so please click bell icon. Yeah, then I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.